Hi there, my beautiful beings. How are you today? How are you feeling after the previous video? So, have you decided to start focusing on you, on taking responsibility for your life, for your happiness, for your peace, for your love? So, what was coming through as I was getting to the end of the last video is the following. A lot of people may be thinking, okay, but if I just focus on me, isn't that selfish? Aren't I being selfish? I'm not thinking of anyone else. Is that what we're talking about here? When you're taking your energy back, because this is what you're doing, when you're blaming others for what they've done to you, for how they've done you wrong, when your energy's in that, it's caught up in that. It's not free to do anything else. And here's a perfect example. In this one moment, can you love a person and hate them at the same time in this very moment? What's your brain doing? It's probably going nuts at the moment. In every moment, you can only have one feeling. You can either love it or hate it. But there's only one thing going on in your mind. The mind can only do one thing. Yes, it can have 1,000 thoughts and blah, 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 all of that. But try and love something, and in the same split second that you're loving it, try and hate it. What happens? The mind will choose one or the other. It can't do both. In this 1 second, it has to choose one or the other. Which one is it going to be? And I promise you, the moment you start focusing on you, you are choosing love over hate in every moment. Why is that? Because you are no longer putting your energy into blaming others. You are no longer putting your energy into being angry with others. All of that energy, anger, resentment, unforgiveness, all of that is not love. It's not loving. It's judging. You're judging that person for what they've done. But it's not loving. So if you are angry and resentful and blaming, you are not loving. You can't be doing the two in the same space. You are doing one or the other, always. When you bring your energy back to focus on you, that is loving. What can I do today to feel happy? What can I do today to feel at peace? What do I need? What can I do today to feel loved? And what happens, my beautiful beings? What happens when you choose this? It affects everything around you. Your energy changes. It is the least selfish thing that you can do for yourself and for others. This is what self-love looks like. And it's not about becoming selfish. This is the misconception of self-love. Self-love is really about becoming self-aware. This is what I've been shown. It's about becoming self-aware, aware that you are spirit in human form, aware that you have a higher self that has a plan. It's here for a reason. It's here experiencing this life, this human life. And it is looking to gain all this beautiful knowledge from the experiences that you are having. And when you step into that, even if you're in the step before that, and you're choosing yourself, and you're deciding, you know what? I'm going to start looking at what makes me happy. I'm choosing joy today, not blaming. Because I can't do both. I can't be angry and upset with that person and be happy at the same time. So what can I do to feel happy? What would make me happy? It could be as simple as reading a book. You love reading books, listening to a piece of music. What can I do to feel peace? Well, for one, you can stop doing that. You can stop blaming and looking out there. Because peace doesn't come from out there. Peace is already in here, waiting for you. Peace is who you are, my beautiful beings. Joy is who you are. Love, unconditional love. I mean, how does that sound? I mean, close your eyes and take a deep breath in. I am unconditional love. No conditions. I don't need any conditions to be this love. I don't need any conditions to give this love. I don't need any conditions, because unconditional love is what I am made of. You are abundance. You are so abundant that it is beyond what the mind can fathom. So abundant that whatever you focus on, you get in bucket loads. Whatever you focus on, whatever that is. You can open your eyes now if they're still closed. Just thought, for the unconditional love, to feel that beautiful unconditional love, sometimes it's nice to just close your eyes and really feel into it. What does it feel like? To remember that I am this unconditional love. This is who I am. This joy, unlimited, boundless joy, peace, infinite peace. This is who I am. This is who I am. For all eternity, this is who you are. These things. They're not beliefs. They are what you are. You are energy. You are energy, my beautiful beings. And these things that you come to experience, they're like layers of clothes that we put on through our lifetime. For example, we come into the world, this beautiful baby that is pure unconditional love, pure unconditional light. And then it begins its journey, and it is taught conditional love. Love with conditions. And sometimes this love with conditions, you need to do certain things to gain approval, to gain acceptance from these grown-ups that are raising you. And sometimes that approval may come as a hug, as some form of, oh, this is what love looks like. For others, it's not even that. I grew up that I didn't know what it was to receive a hug from my mum, or, any form of affection when I did the right thing. I don't know what that looked like. I didn't know as a child. But what happens as a child, and you're going through, and you're told often enough with repeated patterns that you're not good enough. And so we put on that coat. I'm not good enough. I can't be loved just as I am. There's something wrong with me. And then we go through, as we're getting older, and we're told we're not worthy of the love of these grown-ups. And so we put on that coat on top of the other coat. And then we go through, and we're told we don't deserve love. And so we put that coat on. So now we've got 3 coats on, starting to get heavy. And then we're given this backpack to carry, that you can't be loved. And so we put on that backpack on top of those 3 coats. And we keep putting on these layers and layers and layers of all the things we are not good enough, not worthy, don't deserve, can't be loved, not lovable, not enough. I like the not good enough, but mostly it's that we are not enough in some way, just as we are. And so we put on all these layers and layers and layers as we're going through. And then we get into our adult years, and we're all slumped over with all this baggage, all these coats that we've put on, that big heavy backpack. And we're just trying to get through as a grown-up now with all of this that we've taken on in our childhood that we believe is who we are. But we've just taken that on to have this gorgeous human experience. All these coats, this heavy backpack, anything else that you're carrying. And the moment you choose you, my beautiful beings, the moment you step away from focusing on what you did to me was wrong. You had no right to do that to me. When you step away from that and you start to look at yourself, really, really look at yourself, you can start to shed that backpack. Can't be loved. I can't believe I've believed that for so long. Can't be loved. Unlovable. How is that possible when you are the love of the universe? You are unconditional love. It is who you are. Not worthy. You can take that coat off now. How could I believe that I'm not worthy when this place was made for me? That I may come and explore and discover who I really am. The coat of not good enough, not enough. You are more than enough. Spirit loves you so, so much that when you went to Spirit and said, you know what, I want to go down there and have this experience. I want to know what that feels like. What is that like? I want that knowledge. I have the concept, I have the theory, I know all about it. But I don't know. K-N-O-W. I don't know from experience what that feels like. And Spirit said, you know what? That sounds amazing. Let's go do that. Spirit is always a yes to whatever your soul chooses. It's always a yes. It loves you that much. Because you are the unconditional love of the universe. You are made of the same as Source, the same energy. You come from the same place. It trusts you 1000%. And your life will shift the moment you trust it back. That it has your back. That it is supporting you in every moment. It is giving you the experience you chose, my beautiful beings. There was something really beautiful that I was watching this morning in a video, and someone was asking, they were saying that they were in a lot of pain and they just wanted to be healed. And the beautiful person replied, have you learned all the lessons you were meant to learn from that experience? And in my heart, there was a huge yes that came through. You ever notice that when you are done with an experience, you are absolutely done with it, you can stop doing that in a heartbeat? I remember when I used to smoke, I'm trying to think now, about 25 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. I remember at the time I started smoking because everyone there was smoking and I just wanted to be part of the group. I wanted to belong. That was the whole point that I started smoking. I want to be one of the cool kids, right? But every 3 to 4 to 6 months, I was at the doctor's with bronchitis. My body couldn't handle it. And after about 4 years of it, of being sick and going to the doctor every 5 minutes, I was like, you know what? I am done. Because I was watching everyone else around me and they could do it. And none of them were getting sick all the time. But for me, I wasn't enjoying the experience. And after 4 years, I was like, you know what? I've had enough of this. And just like that, one morning I woke up, I looked at the packet of cigarettes and I was like, no. And yet, after that, my husband smoked for at least another 10, 15 years. But I just couldn't pick up a packet. I couldn't even pick up a cigarette. Because it wasn't worth, for me, it wasn't worth the experience of being sick all the time. For me, it wasn't fun. It wasn't worth the belonging because I realized I wasn't going to belong anyway. It didn't matter. It didn't change anything. I didn't fit in more just because I was doing that. The same with drinking. I tried drinking. And I would, after 2-3 drinks, I would have a migraine and sometimes throw up. So I was like, what's the point? That one didn't take long. I think I tried that for about 6 months and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this experience. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm definitely not belonging because I'm drinking. If anything, I was belonging less because I was less fun to be around because I was always sick when I was drinking. So when you are done with an experience and you got the information that you needed to get out of it, you will move on from it. But if you are still in it and you are wondering, why am I still in it? You haven't got everything out of it yet. All the information that you needed. So we want you to really sit with that today. If you are in a situation and you're wondering, why? Why am I in this situation? The question, yes, you can keep asking yourself, why am I in this situation? And that will always take you back to, you are the victim. Why is this happening to me? Oh, I'm such a victim. You're still giving your power away out there. The only way to get your power back is to start focusing on you. And instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what am I meant to gain from this? What's my soul looking to gain from this? That it came here to have this experience. What was I meant to gain? And my beautiful beings, there is always something to gain. Always. You cannot know what that feels like until you've been through that experience. And this is something I learned through a Reiki experience that is in one of my books that I just realized is not here today. I have to get it from my other house. So my other office. I have 2 different offices in 2 different locations. So I was doing a Reiki session on someone who had gone through sexual abuse as a child. And I was taken through the experience, not as an observer, but I was taken through it as the person going through it. And the message that came out so strong when I got to the end of it and I came out and I was like, wow, that was so trippy. To go in, it's like watching a movie and you're actually in the movie as the main actor. That's what it was like. It was like really trippy, but they took me through it so that I could get to the end of it and I could see the truth of it. That we go through these experiences so that we know from experience what that feels like. Without the experience, you cannot imagine. You can't even imagine what that must feel like. That's why the soul chooses to go through these experiences, that it may know, K-N-O-W, from experience. Oh, that's what that feels like. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we're going to go into it a little bit further in the next one because more information is coming through. We love you. Bye for now.